Welcome to the deep dive. Let's get straight to it. How can you, right now, make your home life feel more supportive, more understanding?
Yeah, we're talking about those family connections, the ones that, really matter to you.
Exactly. And sometimes we look for these huge, complicated solutions.
Right, but often the strongest families, they're built on something, well, surprisingly simple. It's about being genuinely interested in each other.
And that's our focus for this deep dive, this really powerful idea, being genuinely interested in your family, your parents, your siblings.
It's actually a core idea from Dale Carnegie's work, but it feels, incredibly relevant today, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So what we want to do is take that idea, genuine interest, and really unpack it. How does it work day to day, specifically for, say, Christian families in Nigeria?
We'll look at those everyday moments, those interactions, talking with parents, with siblings, older, younger, even during family time or when someone's upset. How can this simple principle change things?
Okay, sounds good. So where should we kick things off?
Parents? Let's start there. Parents. What does it actually look like to be genuinely interested in them?
It's got to be more than just, hi, how was your day? Right? It's like really wanting to know.
Yeah.
Caring about their day, their worries, their joys. I mean, they're kind of the bedrock.
Totally. And when you show that interest, the effect is, well, it's pretty profound. First off, they feel loved, important. That need doesn't just vanish when you become a parent.
That's so true. And when they feel you're genuinely listening, not just waiting to talk.
They open up more, right? They share more. You get this deeper understanding between you. You start seeing things from their side a bit more.
And you tap into all that experience they have.
Exactly. Their wisdom, their advice, things they've learned the hard way, maybe. You open that door just by showing you care about their perspective. You might be really surprised what comes out.
Okay, but what about the flip side? What if that interest isn't really there or, feels forced?
Well, the consequences can be significant. It creates distance. Parents might start to feel, well, uncared for, maybe just seen as providers rather than people. That can feel quite isolating.
And communication suffers, I imagine. Things get strained. Or they just sort of stop sharing the real stuff.
That's often what happens. And like we said, you miss out on their insights, their lessons. It's a loss for everyone, really, for growth, for connection.
So thinking about our listener, maybe in a Christian family in Nigeria, what are some really practical, concrete ways to show this genuine interest? Things they can do, like today.
Well, weaving it into routines helps, like during evening prayers, perhaps. Make a point to ask your parents about their day, not just how was it, but maybe what was a high point or what was challenging. And then this is key, really listen.
Engage with the answer. Ask a follow-up question. Show you actually heard them.
Exactly. Or another idea, helping out with chores. And while you're doing something together, ask about their work, their activities. It turns a task into connection time.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about asking about their past, like their childhood?
Oh, that's a lovely one. Asking about their own childhood stories. Most people enjoy that. And you learn so much about who they are, what shaped them. It builds a different kind of bridge.
Right. Now, we all slip up. What are some common mistakes people make that kind of block this genuine interest?
Number one, probably, is making it all about you. Only talking about your day, your problems, your successes. It just signals you're not really interested in them.
Yeah, or interrupting, cutting them off mid-sentence.
Definitely. That says, what I have to say is more important. And of course, the big one today, distractions. The phone, especially. Glancing at your phone while they're talking.
Oof, yeah. Sends a clear message, doesn't it?
It really does. It's like, you don't have my full attention. It diminishes them. You mentioned that magician, Thurston. He knew he had to be interested in his audience.
Right, to connect with them, to show respect. It's the same idea with parents. Show that respect for their thoughts, their lives.
Precisely. Okay, so let's shift gears. Siblings. Often our first friends, right? Or sometimes our first rivals.
Huh. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely can be both. It's a complex relationship. But yeah, genuine interest here feels crucial too. Maybe even more so sometimes.
It can really strengthen that bond. Think about the benefits. When you're genuinely interested in their stuff, their hobbies, school, friends, whatever.
You find more common ground, have more fun together.
Exactly, because you actually understand their world a bit better. And it often works both ways. You show interest in them.
They're more likely to show interest in you.
Right.
Creates a positive loop.
It does. And importantly, when conflicts pop up, and they always do with siblings, let's be honest, having that foundation of understanding makes resolving things easier. You know where they're coming from, hopefully.
Okay, so what happens when that interest is missing? between siblings?
Well, you get more misunderstandings, definitely. More arguments, often stemming from just not getting each other, misinterpreting things because you don't know the context of their lives.
And siblings can feel ignored.
Right.
Like their stuff just doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, that feeling of being insignificant to your own brother or sister, that can really sting and build resentment over time. Creates real distance.
And you miss out, ultimately. Miss out on that unique support system that siblings can be.
You really do. It's a potential lifelong source of companionship you're not nurturing.
So, again, practical steps. For Christian families in Nigeria, how can siblings show this genuine interest?
Simple things again. Ask about their day when they get back from school or work. And, like with parents, truly listen, engage, show you care about their answer.
What if they're excited about something? A football match maybe, or a school thing?
Lean into that. Show excitement with them. Ask questions about it. Your genuine enthusiasm for their interests means a lot. It validates them.
And if they seem down or upset?
Gently ask what's wrong. Offer to listen without judgment. Sometimes just having someone notice and care enough to ask and then listen is huge.
Makes sense. What are the common mistakes siblings make here? The things that get in the way?
Teasing can be tricky. It's common. But are you paying attention to whether it's actually hurting them? What's funny to you might not be funny to them, especially if you don't know what they're sensitive about.
Good point. What else?
Always turning the conversation back to yourself, your achievements, your problems. It makes them feel like you're not really listening or interested in their life.
Or just ignoring them
Yeah.
when they try to share something?
Yeah. Dismissing what they say, even if it seems small to you, it just shuts down the connection. It's like that story about the waiting room.
Oh, right. Where someone showed interest in a baby and it just broke the ice for everyone.
Exactly. Showing genuine interest in your sibling can do that too. Break down walls, build that friendship.
Okay. So let's narrow the focus a bit. What about younger siblings specifically, if you're the older one?
Yeah, that's a different dynamic again. You're often a role model, whether you realize it or not.
Right. And showing interest makes you a better role model. A hero, almost.
It definitely helps. When you're genuinely interested in their world, they trust you more. They look up to you. You become someone they feel safe coming to.
And you help them learn and grow by valuing their maybe simpler perspectives.
Absolutely. You validate their world, their interests, no matter how small they seem. Plus, honestly, it's kind of cool seeing the world through their eyes sometimes. That freshness, that joy.
Yeah, I get that. What if you don't show that interest, though, as the older sibling?
Well, the younger ones might start to see you as just too grown up, too busy, not interested in their kids' stuff. They might feel disconnected from you.
And maybe less likely to ask for help or share things because they expect to be brushed off.
Exactly. They become hesitant. And you, the older sibling, you miss out too. You miss those simple moments, that unique bond.
So, practical tips again. Nigerian Christian families.
Mm-hmm.
How can older siblings show interest in younger ones?
Ask about their drawings or their toys, their games, and then really listen to their explanations. You know how kids can get really into detail. Just go with it. Enter their world for a bit.
Play with them sometimes. Like actually play, not just supervise.
Yes. Put your stuff down for 10 minutes and just play their game with genuine enjoyment. It means the world to them. Quality over quantity.
Reading stories, too.
Great one. Read stories, but make it interactive. Ask questions. What do you think happens next? Who's your favorite character? Get them involved.
Okay. Common mistakes older siblings make here.
Dismissing their interests as childish, that just invalidates them immediately.
Being impatient when they're trying to explain something slowly.
Huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah, impatience is really discouraging. Or always telling them what to do instead of asking for their ideas sometimes. Give them a little agency.
It goes back to that analogy, the Irish housemaid understanding the calf.
Exactly. It's about trying to see things from their perspective, even if it seems simple to you. Understanding what they need or want in that moment.
Okay, let's flip it. What about older siblings? How do you show genuine interest upwards?
Viewing them as a resource, I think. A source of learning, support. Showing genuine curiosity about their lives, their experiences, that opens doors.
Right, so the benefits are getting advice. Guidance based on what they've already been through.
Definitely. They've probably navigated some of the things you're facing, and if you show you're genuinely interested in them as people, not just as advice givers.
You're more likely to want to help you out when you need it.
Exactly. It builds that sense of mutual support. Plus, older siblings often have different interests, maybe wider experiences. Showing interest can seriously broaden your own world.
What are the risks of not showing interest towards older siblings?
They might start to feel like you only talk to them when you want something. A favor, money, whatever. It feels transactional, not relational.
Yeah, that wouldn't feel good. And they might feel unappreciated for their own struggles or achievements.
Precisely. If you never ask about their challenges or celebrate their successes, they can feel unseen, and you miss out on learning from them, getting their support.
So, specific actions for our listener in Nigeria towards older siblings.
Ask about their studies, their job. Show real admiration for their effort, their achievements. Don't just gloss over it. Acknowledge the hard work.
What if they're really into something specific, a hobby or their field?
Ask them to teach you something about it. It shows you value their expertise and you're genuinely curious. Most people like sharing their passions.
Offer to help them sometimes with their tasks.
Absolutely. Even small offers of help show you care and you're willing to support them too. It counters that transactional feeling.
Common mistakes younger siblings make towards older ones.
Jealousy is a big one. Instead of being interested in their success, feeling envious, it's way more constructive to learn from them, celebrate with them.
And that thing about only calling when you need something, we mentioned that.
Yeah, it really undermines the relationship. Also, dismissing their advice out of hand. Even if you disagree, listen respectfully. Show you value their perspective, even if you choose a different path.
It reminds me of that Mr. Naffle story, becoming interested in the chain store guy's work.
Yes, finding value and interest in someone else's world, even if it seems different from yours. That's key with older siblings too. Value their experience.
Okay, let's zoom out again. Family time. Meals, prayers, maybe even chores together. These moments are precious, right?
Incredibly precious, and genuine interest is what transforms them from just being around each other to actually connecting with each other.
So the benefits are stronger bonds, obviously, happier memories.
Definitely. And everyone feels included, heard, valued.
Yeah.
When you pay attention during family time, it sends that message. You matter here.
And it's a great chance to just catch up, learn what's really going on with everyone.
Exactly. A relaxed setting to understand each other's daily lives, thoughts, feelings.
And if that interest isn't there during family time,
It can feel, well, boring, like a chore. People might be there physically, but they're checked out, maybe on their phones or just lost in thought, disconnected.
yeah, feeling alone in a group, that's not good.
No. And you just miss huge opportunities to build those strong family foundations. Those moments are where the real bonding often happens or doesn't happen.
So practical ways for Christian families in Nigeria to boost genuine interest during family time.
Rule number 1, put the phones away during meals. Seriously, make eye contact, ask everyone about their day, and really listen, engage, follow up.
During Bible study or prayer time.
Encourage sharing. Ask people for their thoughts, their feelings about the reading, their prayer requests. Create that safe space where everyone's contribution is welcome.
Even during chores.
Yeah, frame it as teamwork. Show interest in how everyone's doing their part. Ask for ideas. Make it collaborative, not just drudgery. Connect while you work.
What ruins genuine interest during family time? Common pitfalls.
Using it as complaint time, constant criticism, negativity. That just shuts people down.
Distractions. TV blaring, everyone scrolling on
That's
devices.
the one. Or just not participating. Sitting there silently looking bored. That tells everyone else you don't really want to be there or engage.
It really just boils down to remembering
Mhm.
everyone wants to feel important, right?
Mhm.
And family time is prime time to show that to each other.
Perfectly put. Okay, one last area, and it's a sensitive one. What about when someone in the family is upset, sad, angry, stressed?
Yeah. Showing genuine interest then feels like offering a lifeline almost.
Yeah.
It's crucial emotional support.
It really is.
Mhm.
And the benefits are huge. The person feels understood, supported. That alone can be incredibly comforting when you're feeling low or overwhelmed.
And feeling heard can actually help them calm down, maybe, talk
Yeah.
things through more clearly.
Often, yes. When emotions are acknowledged, not dismissed, it paves the way for healthier processing and communication. And it builds massive trust.
Hosts.
Because showing up with genuine care when someone's struggling, that proves your commitment, your love in a really deep way. It strengthens that feeling of we're in this together.
And if you don't show that interest when someone's upset,
They feel incredibly alone, which makes the sadness or anger worse.
and it could lead to bigger fights if feelings get ignored or dismissed.
Absolutely. Misunderstandings fester, resentment builds. It can really damage the relationship long term if there's a pattern of not being there for each other emotionally.
Okay, so strategies. Christian families in Nigeria, someone's upset, what do you do?
First step, Gently ask what's wrong. You seem upset. Is everything okay? Show you've noticed and you care.
And then, listen.
Patiently, without interrupting. Let them get it all out, even if it's hard to hear. Resist that urge to jump in and fix it or argue. Just listen. Validate their feelings. That sounds really hard. I can see why you're upset.
Offer comfort. Remind them they're loved.
Yes. Offer comfort, reassurance. Remind them of God's love, the family's love. That sense of belonging is vital when someone feels vulnerable.
What are the common mistakes here? Things not to do.
Don't dismiss their feelings. Oh, don't worry about it, or it's not that bad. That's incredibly invalidating.
Trying to solve it too quickly, before they've even finished talking.
Yes. Sometimes people just need to be heard, not fixed. Listen first, understand. Then maybe offer help if appropriate. Don't jump to solutions.
Getting defensive. Or blaming them for being upset.
Fatal mistakes. That just escalates things and makes them feel attacked on top of being upset. It shuts everything down. It's like that Lincoln story, right?
Listening for hours without giving advice.
Exactly. Just being present, listening, showing sympathy for their feelings, their desires. That's often the most powerful thing you can do.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping this deep dive up. It feels really clear. This idea of genuine interest, it's not just a nice to have, is it? It's fundamental for strong Christian families in Nigeria.
Absolutely fundamental. It creates that home environment where people feel loved, understood, supported. It aligns perfectly with core Christian values of love, compassion, valuing others.
And the main takeaway, the core principle, is simple but needs repeating. Consciously choose to be genuinely interested in your family members. Not just polite, but actually interested.
Right. It's about truly caring and remembering it works both ways. When you focus on others, make them feel valued.
They're more likely to be interested in you back. It creates this beautiful circle of kindness.
That's a great way to put it. A beautiful circle of kindness and connection.
So the encouragement for everyone listening is start practicing this actively, consciously. In your next conversation with a family member, try to show just a little more genuine interest.
See what happens. And here's something to maybe mull over. Think about a recent chat you had with someone in your family. Looking back, how could showing more genuine interest have changed it? And maybe more importantly, what's one small thing, one tiny step you can take today to show more genuine interest in someone in your family?
Welcome to the deep dive. Let's get straight to it. How can you, right now, make your home life feel more supportive, more understanding?
Yeah, we're talking about those family connections, the ones that, really matter to you.
Exactly. And sometimes we look for these huge, complicated solutions.
Right, but often the strongest families, they're built on something, well, surprisingly simple. It's about being genuinely interested in each other.
And that's our focus for this deep dive, this really powerful idea, being genuinely interested in your family, your parents, your siblings.
It's actually a core idea from Dale Carnegie's work, but it feels, incredibly relevant today, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So what we want to do is take that idea, genuine interest, and really unpack it. How does it work day to day, specifically for, say, Christian families in Nigeria?
We'll look at those everyday moments, those interactions, talking with parents, with siblings, older, younger, even during family time, or when someone's upset. How can this simple principle change things?
Okay, sounds good. So where should we kick things off?
Parents? Let's start there. Parents. What does it actually look like to be genuinely interested in them?
It's got to be more than just, hi, how was your day? Right? It's like really wanting to know.
Yeah.
Caring about their day, their worries, their joys. They're kind of the bedrock.
Totally. And when you show that interest, the effect is, well, it's pretty profound. First off, they feel loved, important. That need doesn't just vanish when you become a parent,
That's so true. And when they feel you're genuinely listening, not